Thomas Cook India leads the way in AI, green innovation, and data security for corporate travel. Here are the details to help you stay competitive.
We live in a world where individual travelers, in this case employees, are consuming huge amounts of content before they make a decision. You've got a corporate who's got travel coordinators who are also looking at the content and trying to ensure that the employee fulfills the rules and regulations of the company or the travel policies of the company, while the employee is trying to figure out what is the most efficient way to travel from point A to point B. Now, we sort of come in the middle of that to ensure adherence to policy. At the same time, we ensure that the traveler, the end traveler, actually gets what he or she are looking for. I think what TMCs today tend to provide is a fair search. I think that's just one basic step in the entire exercise. Expenditure is getting monitored, but how much of it is actually analyzed to see if there's efficiency that can be built into it or not? So I think the introduction of technology is going to refine this much further, where while we give a end-to-end service, there are multiple handshakes in that process. We are trying to put technology in to try and increase the efficiency from all sides from that point. We see a lot of corporates who deal with us are now beginning. They initially used to say, yeah, we want the latest technology. Came to adoption, it was a big issue. Now we're beginning to see that they're actually adopting the technology, and some of our largest, in fact, our largest corporates are today saying we need technology as an interface, and that's a condition based on which we are actually allowed to enter. We are hearing more and more corporates come and tell us, in India especially, the law requires, the top 1,000 companies to go and give ESG related reports into to SEBI, and therefore carbon emission reporting, first stage, offset, second stage, but this is definitely headed in our direction.
India has got the 2070 goal for net zero, but how are companies, measuring, benchmarking, and course correcting for consumers or customers to make sure that we achieve those targets? So I think countries, companies, and communities need to come together, enabled through technology. And as you mentioned, Madhavan, we also launched our something which is around the green carpet, where we enable companies to look at measuring and monitoring to do the CO2 emissions.
We have built through ground up to be focused on data security. So you can be assured that your compliance teams will not have nightmares about it, and your customers can be assured that their data is secure with you in your systems.